Now we have the brownies made.
Which one of you is John Winchester?
Nobody? I'm going to say this. Every now and then, Rob and I get really excited at the band by things we do. And that may be a high watermark. And certainly the best thing we've done in 2016, is to do the seamless outro song of Don't Call Me Daughter into the seamless intro song of Don't Call Me Father. That was the first, right? That was the first. To be kept to the band.
Yeah.
I want you to know, Jacksonville, this is the band's, we're peaking. So they come see us in 2 more cons, it'll be down here. Like,
Yeah, prepare to be disappointed.
It's not going to get better than that. And it also doesn't get better
Than Mr. McKinney.
Gil McKinney. Be easy on the Jacksonville. He crushes cargo.
Thanks, guys. Great to see you.
And you as well, Mr. McKinney.
Except for you, Warlock.
So
Kidding.
are you not?
Buddy? Sweet, sweet Warlock. How's it going, guys? Jacksonville, huh? Never been to Jacksonville before. Who's from Jacksonville? Who's at a supernatural convention for the first time? Wow, that's scary. It's growing, it's just getting bigger and bigger. There's no stopping it. So who's from Florida? Alright. Quite a state you got here. Florida. Somebody say hanging chads? Nice throwback. Election throwback, I like it. I've only been to, I took a couple trips to Florida when I was a kid, you know, did the Disney World thing and a road trip. I'm from Texas, so, you know, did the Griswold Family Adventure road trip to Wally World as a kid. That was fun. I went to Miami last year for a wedding. That was pretty cool. Florida's definitely got its own thing going on. I think that's, I mean that in a good way. You guys are kind of like a pirate state, though. I'm from Texas, and we're all about doing our own thing. We've got our own thing going on there, too. But Florida definitely, you have your own flavor, that's for sure. It's fun, I dig it. Yeah, it's just kind of like, you guys are on the water, you're pirates. Oh, man, I've never been to Jacksonville before. I moved back to LA recently. I was in New York for the past 8 months, and my wife and I went to a 2-week road trip back to LA from New York. And we didn't even go straight. We took 2 weeks. We drove south. We did Wilmington, North Carolina, which is where my brother lives now. And then we took a couple of little stops. We visited my wife's folks in Lafayette, Louisiana. All right. We did Austin, Texas for New Year's. Yeah, it's a great city. Anyway, we made it all the way back. It was like 50 hours, I think, of driving. Broken up over 2 weeks, but still, 50 hours in a car with your wife and your 2 dogs. The good news is we're still married. And the dogs and I were cool, you know. They were never in any jeopardy of getting a divorce. So we made it all the way back to LA, and I was in LA for I think about 6 days, and I flew here. So, flew all the way back. I'm happy to be here. I say this pretty much at every convention, but this is like one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me in my life, and I can't thank you guys enough for bringing me back over and over again. I can't thank Creation enough, and all the guys backstage are just so awesome to now be like so close with. You know, as an actor, my career, I've had some success. I've had like some really great gigs, and some were more fleeting. You know, kind of like they didn't last. You know, I've had a few that were kind of recurring type roles where I got to be kind of a part of something. You know, but this has been like the coolest thing because I did 2 episodes. Yeah, and it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter because I'm Winchester, and. I got a tattoo on my back. What if I did? And you guys were like laughing, and I took my shirt off and just said like Winchester. And you know, I hadn't seen these guys in a few months, and I come backstage, and it's just, you know, it's just nice. It's nice to be a part of something. And I know that's why a lot of you guys keep coming back too. You know? And if it's your first time doing one of these, hopefully you enjoy yourself, and you're not like, what the hell is that? Hope you have a great weekend. We have fun. We hope that you guys have fun too. And it's just nice to be a part of the Supernatural family. From the bottom of my heart. Let's do some questions. And hopefully I give you some answers.
Do you think all of y'all will be able to change Hollywood if you take the supernatural mindset to the other job sites?
Well, I think what you're insinuating is that the supernatural mindset on set is just awesome and nice. Yeah, you know, it would definitely change Hollywood, for sure. It's probably one of the nicest sets I've ever worked on. It had the nicest, you know. And I only did a couple episodes over 2 seasons. So, you know, and if I went back next week, which I'm not, but I want to, so bad, you guys. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Well, I'm waiting on the phone. You know, if and when it did ever happen, like, I'd say a handful of the crew would probably remember my name. No, they would all remember me. They would welcome me back, and like, they're just a really great group of guys and girls, and the cast is awesome, and you know, top to bottom, it's just a really, really fun set to work on. You know, when you do guest stars on TV shows, and I've done a lot of guest stars, which are fun in a way because you kind of get in and out, you just get to go play this character for a minute and it's over with. But a lot of times the shows, you know, they're not, especially shows that have been on as long as Supernatural, which not many have. The shows that have had long runs, like, they're not as welcoming to their guest stars in my experience, you know. Just a little bit cold. It feels more like work, you know. But when I showed up from day one in Vancouver on Supernatural, it was the complete opposite. And you know, it was one of the best experiences I've had in my career thus far. And then this whole thing came out of it too, so that's pretty cool. So to answer your question, more sets should be like Supernatural set. You guys are supporting a really great show. Hey,
How are you?
good. How are you?
Good. So you're going to be working with Jason Mann doing a Covers with Friends, the album.
I hope so.
Like, you're on the Kickstarter, so.
Oh, did he finally announce this Kickstarter?
Yeah, no, it was in November.
Oh, okay.
So I'm guessing.
A little slow.
That sort of answers my question. Have you guys gotten together to talk about it?
Yeah, that answers your question. No, we have not. You know, I'm glad you brought it up. He and I were emailing like just the past couple days about another potential project, and he didn't mention anything about it, and I didn't bring it up because I didn't want to, you know. But yes, I love Jason. He's just an awesome guy and a really, really talented musician. And he asked me probably last spring if he did another album with friends, if I would be on it. I said absolutely, I'd love to be on it, whatever you need. So. It's good. I didn't know that he was already raising money. I should probably talk to him about that. But yes, he's great. If you guys don't know Jason Mans, you should. Most of you probably do. But he's just a really awesome guy. He's a great singer-songwriter, and I'm proud to say he's a friend of mine now through this whole crazy thing we call Supernatural. He even took me to Germany, just the two of us on a weekend. It was lovely, I'm just kidding. No, he took me to Germany to like perform with a bunch of other musicians. So we just did a little music festival in Offenbach, Germany. And the crowd wasn't huge, but it was Supernatural strong. I mean, it was just like all Supernatural fans, which was really cool. And it's just nice to know that you guys are all over the world too. So anyway, it's good to see you. Thank you. Hey.
Hello, Sunshine.
Aww.
So I remember I got to see you in Vegas
Vegas last year, which is a lot of fun.
You saw me in Vegas? Oh, cool.
I didn't know that you were a musical theater nerd, so I kind of got excited over that. And
Wait. Who said I was a nerd? I'm just kidding.
I did.
I'm just kidding.
And I was asking about what roles you want to play, and I just wanted to ask if there were any developments on getting into the musical theater scene.
You know, there's a lot of roles I'd probably like to play. To be completely honest with you, it's much harder than I thought it would be the 8 months that I was in New York. It was not everything I hoped and dreamed it would be. I got a few shots, you know, and I'm not giving up on it yet. I think I got to go back and I got to probably pound the pavement a little bit more than I was doing, you know, kind of, you know, I've got good representation and I expect that they're going to do their job, but that musical theater world's a tough thing to kind of crack into, and so I'm not giving up on it yet. I still would love to do, I'd love to do that one day. Maybe it'll be in the cards, maybe it won't, but we're back in LA now. I'm gonna go back on the snow melts and maybe see what's what, but yeah, I mean, it's something I did when I was a kid. I did some musicals in college, a little bit after college. I love to sing, I love to act, you know. If anybody ever wanted to put me in something, I think it would be great. But it's been a while since I've done a musical. So it's something that's kind of always in the back of my mind that I would like to get to do again, you know. But in the meantime, this has been really cool, getting to sing with, you know, with these guys up here tomorrow night, if you guys are coming. It's been a real treat, because I didn't completely stop singing, but I didn't really have an outlet for it for a long time, and that was kind of frustrating for me, and then getting to be a part of this and meeting these guys, and then we put this whole Saturday night special together, and you know, Loud Swain is an incredible band, and we talk, and I throw ideas of songs at them, and they can play anything, you know, and then we just have a lot of fun. So if you can make it tomorrow night, I suggest you come. It's a really fun time. And karaoke tonight. I'll probably sing karaoke tonight. I know all of you guys come to that. This is a pretty good space for it too. I think it's gonna be good. The stage is a little low. Guys are gonna be right. Let's stop right there. Thank you. Hey.
Hi, my name is Caitlin, and this is my first convention, so I'm really excited.
Cool.
I was wondering, would you rather be an angel or a demon, and what would your name be?
Wow, what would my name be? I think I would be I think I'd rather be a demon. Yeah, I think I'd rather be a demon. I think that'd probably be more fun. And I don't know, the names are so crazy. Be like Guillermo. Guillermo. The sexy demon. He comes into your room at night and watches you sleep. It's not creepy. I don't want to give you that accent, but it seems appropriate. Seems appropriate, yes. How about you? Would you be an angel or a demon? You look like an angel. That was just a softball.
I have a soft spot for Crowley's, but he's already taken it, so probably angel.
You have a soft spot for Crowley?
Oh yeah.
What's wrong with you? I'm just kidding. I love Mark. Sometimes.
But probably, well, since you can't be a demon, it can't be Crowley, so probably an angel, and my name would definitely be Aziraphale.
What is that?
Aziraphale. Any Vidovin fans out there?
I love it. Well, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to your first Supernatural convention.
Thank you.
You did great. Thank you. Hey.
Hi. I wanted to know if you were familiar with Supernatural before you started it, and if you were or weren't, what was the most surprising thing once you did come on the show?
I was aware, I was very aware of Supernatural before I got to be on it. I was not aware that it was still on the air, to be honest with you. People always get a kick out of that, but I don't watch a lot of of TV, I mean, a handful of shows. But anyway, when I got the audition, yeah, my response was like, oh, Supernatural, what's going on? And they're like, oh yeah, they're like in their 8th season. I was like, wow, I did not know that. That's cool. I auditioned for Supernatural when it was a pilot. As did a lot of guys in LA at that time. I tested for Sam. And I laughed at that, or? Yeah, they said I was too good looking. Yeah, they had an idea they wanted like a goofier, like a taller, greener guy with like long hair and better sideburns. That was pretty much the note that I got.
You realize they're recording this.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I'm not kidding. I did test for Sam, and that, I think it was the first show I had ever tested for. So I was really like, wide-eyed, and like I had no idea what I was doing. If you don't know when you test for a show, it's not fun. It's like you go through the audition process, and if the producers like you for the role, they do what's called a test. It's not always a screen test where they put you on camera. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But there's usually 2 rounds where they will take you in front of a studio. In this case, it was Warner Brothers. And then if the studio approves you, then they'll send you on to the network. And back then, that was the WB, which is now, thank you, CW. It was the WB, and I think WB combined with VPN, is that right?
Yeah.
So anyways, so I went through that whole process, and when you test, you basically go into a room at Warner Brothers, and it's like, 15 people in suits and like, just staring at you, and it's just really uncomfortable. But anyway, I went through that whole thing, and David Nutter, if I remember correctly, I don't know if you guys know David Nutter, he's a really talented director. He directed the pilot, if I'm not mistaken. And it was really cool getting to meet him, and I still had somewhere deep down in a box somewhere in my garage probably, I've got a letter from David Nutter. And he may have written this to all the actors that tested, but I held on to it. I think I even framed it and had it on my wall for a while. It was like this really sweet letter from David Nutter about, getting to test for Supernatural and what an accomplishment he getting to test for that was. Anyway, I held on to this thing. So, cut to 8 years later, I get this audition for Supernatural for Henry Winchester. And I was like, all right, well, it took them a little while to get back to me. Clearly they remember me and thought, it's gotta be Winchester. You didn't get Sam, so we're gonna move. No, it didn't happen like that at all. I just got an audition, my agent and manager probably submitted me, and the casting director called me in. I went in on a, Wednesday afternoon, just another audition, and it went well. It went well. I felt good about it, but you never know. Sometimes I feel really good about the audition, and you don't get it. And then there's times I'm like, I don't know. And you get it, so you just never know. At least for me, I don't know. Who knows? But I remember calling my manager and being like, I felt like really good about it, but I don't think I'm gonna get this, And he's like, let me find out something. So he called me back later, and he's like, I think you're gonna get it. They really, really like you. So then they have to approve you or whatever, and so I got approved by the network and the studio and everything. And a couple days later, I was flying to Vancouver. So I was super excited because I love Vancouver, and I hadn't been there. I'd worked there years before, but I hadn't been in a long time. And all of a sudden, I'm flying to Vancouver to be a part of Supernatural. And next thing you know, I meet Jensen Ackles, and he looked into my soul. Hey guys. No, it was cool. The guy, Jensen and Jared, were both they're just so great. They're just so fun to work with, and they really enjoy their job, and they've been doing it a long time. And the fact that they're still doing it, and they still show up every day and deliver good work, and they really do care about it. And a huge part of that is because of you guys, and they really do care about you, and so it seems like the show's going to keep going and going. Yeah, at some point, they have to get back to Henry, right? Anyway, thank you. Hey.
Hi. So we were wondering, how does it feel to be Grandpa Winchester? He's so loved by the family.
It feels really good, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's great. I'll end it tonight. I'm just like, yeah. Like, I can have a shit day, you know, but then I'm like, I'm in Winchester, so whatever. No, I joke, but it does feel really good. Like I said earlier, it just feels good to be like a part of something as cool as this, you know? Because this is like, I never thought in my wildest dreams that like my career would take this kind of turn, you know, that I would get to be a part of something like this. And I talk to actors all the time, they're so jealous of me. They're like, what? You did 2 episodes? What? And they're like calling their agents, like, I gotta get on Supernatural. I'm like, sorry guys. You know, there's not really any more Winchesters left, so. That we know of. Yeah, no, it feels really great. It's, I feel like I've got to play some cool parts in my career, like some that I really are like dream come true kind of roles and like some really fun things. And this was just like really special. And, you know, especially that first episode I got to do, that was just like, because Henry's, I mean, he's in pretty much every scene, you know, it's like that whole episode was kind of about Henry, you know, and it was just fun to get to work that much and to get to work with the guys and all over Vancouver, which is a beautiful city, and just get to do fun scenes. Like every scene was like a challenge and fun, and Elena Huffman was amazing, and as Abaddon, yeah. That was her first episode too, as time goes by. That was our, we flew up to Vancouver together, and she came on the plane. I didn't know who she was at the time, and she came on the plane and she had a baby. And I was like, oh gosh, this baby in first class, come on. Just kidding. But she sat down right behind me, and she saw me take out my script, and she's like, hey, you know, you're working on Supernatural. And we've been really, really close friends ever since. She's a wonderful girl and a great actress, and you know, it's cool that she got to do like way more episodes than me. I'm like really happy for you guys. Not even upset at all. And she only did like what, 8 or 10? I don't know. It's cool. But she has become a close friend, and yeah, it's awesome. I love being in Winchester. Thanks, guys.
Hi. Well, first of all, without Henry, there would be John, and oh my God, John.
Sure. Oh my God, John. Well, you talking about Matt Cohen, John, or Jeffrey D. Morgan, John? Which one? JDM? Why, where's she get there? You gonna be on doing some karaoke tonight?
If I screwed it up.
Oh gosh. I didn't know how to respond to that. Let's keep it, you know, keep it together tonight, guys, alright?
But yeah, so without you, there wouldn't be them. So you are actually the Winchester, not just a Winchester. And then secondarily, I was just wondering, while you were in New York, what shows you saw, if any, and then thirdly, you know, you don't have to wait for Jason Mance to do a Kickstarter. You are my Marius, so if you would just like put it out there, I know that you have at least 1,700 something. I don't know how many we are today, but we would back that album.
That's really sweet of you to say, and yeah, thank you very much. And you know, I hope to, at some point in the near future, like maybe cross that bridge and take that risk and try to record some things. I'm gonna start small, probably just with Jason, and kind of we're gonna talk, and you know, he wants to be involved, and we'll see what we can come up with. But that's really sweet of you to say. I appreciate that, and you guys do so much for so many people. I mean, in this whole supernatural world, it's just the thing that just has crazy legs, and like you guys support it, and you guys get behind it. It means so much to all of us. I am like the, I guess, original Winchester, and you know, John did come from me. But need I remind you that, you know,
It's good genes.
it is good genes, and I mean, you guys, I mean, you're welcome, okay? I mean, because Sam and Dean came for me too. So in a way, Jared and Jensen came for me. I just created this whole thing for you guys, so you're welcome. When I say they came from me, they came from me. From me. Except for Nico. Just kidding. I don't know why I pick on that. I love that. He's such a nice guy. Hey, there we go. I think I gotta go. Oh, that was the same two that were there before. I'll be right back. Just hang tight. Don't go anywhere. Hey.
Hi. Out of all the major musicals that are out on Broadway right now, which one would you want to be in?
All the major musicals on Broadway. I still, yeah, I don't, gosh, Les Mis is still one that I love and like, I hope to do one day. Wicked is another one that I still love. There's so much good stuff though. I mean, I'm a fan of the opera as a classic. Yeah, I saw, what's that? Phantom? I would love to be the Phantom. Party monsters. Well, yeah, I'm gonna get to play Phantom. We'll talk about that in a second. But, yeah. Well, I lost my train of thought. I saw Something Rotten. I saw Something Rotten recently. That was hilarious. Book of Mormon, obviously hilarious. If you like to just laugh, those are two really, really fun musicals to see. What else did I see? I saw The King and I. Beautiful, beautiful musical. Took my parents. They were in New York for a weekend, and we took my parents to do that and a few other things that they wanted to do, and just had a really, really awesome time with them. So, yeah, we'll see. You know, I would love the idea of getting to do something totally new, too. You know what I mean? I love like so many different musicals, and but I still also love the idea of getting to like maybe workshop something new and see what happens with that. So, we'll see.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Hey, I'm back.
Hi,
Thanks for having me.
I'm Shannon,
Hey, Shannon.
and obviously the Winchesters are one of the most attractive families on TV. So, what did you do to prepare for that? Like seeing Jensen and Jared?
Yeah, I mean, it was intimidating, you know? I mean, I've had the blanket of Jared for a while now. Who here has like bedding with Jared or Jason? You do. What do you have? Like just a top sheet, pillowcases, the one you hug? The between the legs one? Is it Jared or Jensen? Of who? Together? Are they shirtless? Oh, wow. That's amazing. I've never seen that before. Just kidding. Yeah, they're both attractive guys, you know, they're both from Texas, so I felt like I had that going for me, also being a Texan. They're both tall. One really tall, the other one just a little bit taller than me, I think. But yeah, they're both like, you know, big strapping guys. And I don't know that I was intimidated by it, but I definitely was kind of like, really, they cast me? Like, you know, I mean, I think whatever. I'm not. I'm being very careful with my words right now. I think maybe there was a part of me when I got it, I was a little surprised, to be honest with you. But I was like, all right, you know, I'm totally flattered. You know, hey, what's going on? How's it going? Okay. Dead mic, guys. Everybody's cool. Everybody's relax. Thank you. I was, yeah, obviously like flattered, you know. And to think that Jeffrey Dean Morgan is my son is pretty cool too. He's not bad looking either. It's a good family, you know. And the women are pretty hot too. Is that you? The two of you. At the same time, ready? 1, 2, 3. So my hair all blow back. It's like, you're wearing a wig.
You're also very attractive.
Thank you. Well, you're a cutie pie. get out of here. Pretty sure she was underage too, so. I'm gonna walk over here.
My question for you was, what's the difference between working on a show like Supernatural and then working on a commercial with progressive?
I don't know what you're talking about. I need you. I feel so alone. But you're not alone. I did a commercial for Progressive. You may or may have not seen it. You probably saw it and didn't realize it was me because I was dripping wet. Just really, really wet. I've never been so wet in my entire life. You guys are the best crowd. I mean, you really are. I have to be very careful. There's often children in the audience as well. With their parents. They know they've been warned. Yeah, you guys really are a great crowd. I'll get back to that in 1 second. But they, Creation is doing Once Upon a Time conventions. I guess it's cool that I say that. I guess it's cool that they've asked me to be one of them. I'm really excited for that too, because I played Prince Eric on Once Upon a Time, but I'm a little nervous because I don't know how the crowd's going to be compared to you guys. Like, I mean, I've done a couple of Once Upon a Time conventions, and they're really sweet, you know what I mean? But like, I feel like some of the jokes I come out with you guys are like slay. If I do that there, they're like.
Better sense of humor.
You guys have a great sense of humor. Thank you, David. Great sense of humor. What were your questions? So I forgot.
The difference between working on
Oh, it's progressive. You know, working on commercials, in my experience, for the most part, is not awesome. Because they don't give a crap what you've been on or like who you think you are. It's about the product. You know what I mean? Like you're just kind of like a living, breathing prop to them, for the most part. Progressive was kind of cool because it was a really cool commercial, and Flo was great. She's really awesome. Stephanie Forty is her name. Total sweetheart, total pro. We were literally like standing in the rain all day long. They had like a huge water truck with like these towers spraying water on us all day long. I've never been so like soaked to the bone. It was cold too, like the sun started to go down. And I wanted to be a total diva, but she wasn't being one, so I couldn't be. And no, I'm just kidding. But that was fun because I knew that it would be worth it because the commercial was cool and it looked really good. It was very like, we had a great director and they shot it kind of like The Notebook, you know. And I always wanted, even though it was just a progressive commercial, I always wanted to be one of those scenes like out in the rain, you know, like I wrote you every day for a year. That kind of stuff, just like drenched, and it was cool. I did try to kiss her at one point, and they were like, whoa, don't do that, that's not in the script. I didn't. I wanted to, but I didn't. I kind of got carried away a little bit. Put my hand on her mouth. It's going really great. Stephanie is asked that you not touch her. Put anything in her mouth. And we're rolling. Let's go again. So that was a fun commercial to work on. You know, I've worked on other ones where it's not fun. It's a drag, to be honest with you. You know. So pretty much Supernatural compared to most commercials I've done is like night and day. You know what I mean? Show up on set of Supernatural, treat you like a human being first of all, which is great. They just, you're part of the team, and like they want to know what you think, whereas the commercials don't even try to like, put any sort of like, don't try to put your artistry into it. If you know what I'm saying, don't try to like create anything or do anything original because they're not going to go with that. I mean, Stephanie and I, Stephanie comes from Groundlings, so like she comes from a background of improv. She's a very, very funny actress, and they did let us like kind of, because it's her, they let us improv some other lines for the Progressive commercial. So we would do these things and like, I thought they were really funny. I think she thought they were really funny. You know how much of that made the commercial? 0. None of them made the commercial. Because the writers, they're really, I don't know, there's too many people like kind of overseeing the commercial too. You know, you got the agency, you've got, the director. There's too many cooks in the kitchen. You know, everybody wants to like kind of control it. So it's not that much fun to do. How about if we have to do it again?
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, 3 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take 30.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Okay.
Hey,
Hi. My name
you've been
is.
waiting so patiently. I see you back there.
Sorry.
Oh, great.
My name is Natalie, and I'm a student here at the University of North Florida. I'm actually currently taking a class on Supernatural. My professor and my other classmates are here. So, as you're here,
There's a course at your college.
yeah, Supernatural.
Honestly, what's it called?
Supernatural.
Makes sense. Makes sense. It's a good title. Good title. Not, don't want any confusion there.
Sorry, my question is, for your character, Henry, what can we learn in the classroom setting about him? What can we, gain academically about your character and apply it to? Yeah, that's the question.
What can you gain academically? Well,
Yeah.
let me tell you. Gosh, that is so cool that you guys have a class. What can you gain academically? Gosh, I don't know, you guys. I mean, Henry, he's a stubborn he's a stubborn guy. He's kind of an old soul, obviously, and but he loves his family, like first and foremost. And even if his grandsons are hunters, he's not cool with that, but he's gonna love them still the same, because at the end of the day, they're Winchesters, and he may not agree with their life philosophy and that sort of thing, but I hope at some point we get to kind of like see what happens next with Henry and the boys, As far as what to gain academically, I don't know. Is there anything that you wonder about Henry? Or is there anything that you would like, or curious about Henry?
I feel like my classmates are staring at me. Henry. I guess like his motivation, like coming from, 40s, 50s, being thrown into the modern world.
58, yeah, 1958.
Thank you. And trying to, understand, correlate these two different worlds into one big one.
Yeah, I think that was one of the fun things about Henry. This guy in 1958 he was thrown into, this modern day world, and like, what the hell is going on, And I think that's one really fun thing about him. And he's kind of old school. I don't know that he totally gets this new world that he's been thrown into, but he's a man of principle, and he loves the men of letters, and he just wants to do good in the world and make positive change. And I guess that's what I would say. I think it's something that, like, if it does ever get to go further, I had some conversations with Adam Glass about it, who created Henry. And unfortunately, Adam's not with Supernatural anymore. He's running his own show now, and but I still have hope that maybe Henry could come back. But that was one of the things that Adam really wanted to continue to develop was Henry in this crazy modern day world. This old guy. I mean, when I was kind of developing Henry, I really thought of my grandfathers, and where they came from and what they had been through in their lives, and both were in World War II, and served their country and lived just really, really awesome lives, but still, they were different. My two grandfathers, they were different. One I think was more like Henry. He was more like he was a little more grounded in his ways, a little more stubborn, and would tell a kid who was like sagging his pants to pull his pants up, that sort of thing. Henry would definitely do something like that. My grandfather, he was pretty impatient. I think Henry's a little impatient. My grandfather, if you were going to a sporting event or something, he would park in the furthest parking spot, away from the event, so he'd be the first one out of there. He did not like to wait. What's up, guys? What are you guys doing back there? Just sleep. Practicing. Practicing.
We were practicing.
Thank you. Good luck to you guys and your class. And how many are here?
a class?
There's a class, yeah, University of, did you say North Florida? North Florida, University of North Florida, there's a supernatural course.
What?
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
That is so
I'm gonna
something
go.
that would piss off most dads. What you signed up for?
I'm gonna go next week, and they're gonna draw me nude.
So many. Don't sit on a stool sample. Listen,
Hey, Gil, I was listening to your story we were telling when we came out. What was your grandfather's, or what is your grandfather's name?
Ralph. That was the grandfather I was talking about. Yes, it was Ralph.
Is that Ralph McKinney or is it the other side?
That's Ralph Gilbert.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where the Gilbert from.
So that's where Gil comes from. And my other grandfather was Jim McKinney.
Jim McKinney.
real quickly before we say adios to Gil. Gil's here, not only as an actor, this man, fantastic singing voice. So Gil, tonight, first karaoke party of the year, you gonna be there?
What do you think, Richard? No, yeah, I'm here.
That's exactly what I know you're contractually obligated to say. Hey, Gil.
I didn't fly all the way to Jacksonville to sit backstage there in my hotel room, man. I came to party.
Yeah!
So you're not going to That's good fight. Man, just go to his room.
So I'm not
Cloistered in his own quarters. And tomorrow night, I don't know if you guys know this, new people from Florida, but tomorrow night, the real thing happens, which is this band moves from the side of the stage to the center of the stage and hosts the concert event of the weekend. And it is not to be missed. Trust me, you want to be there for that. I think it's all of our favorite things we do all weekend long. Great people show up and play along with this band. They share the stage with, I know that Mark Shepard plays some drums. I know that Travis shows up. And I know that this band, Gil McKinney, is going to sing with the band next. Everybody's great. You're singing with a live band. It's freaking fantastic.
And we have some special surprises we've cooked up for Jacksonville.
So, now I was going to tell you, you should know this, Friday people. I wasn't kidding earlier when I said you're my favorite people. I know you're not supposed to pick favorites, but I have. And it's you. And that's how I roll. I'm not afraid to be that guy, Robbie. Don't try to talk me down. Stop it. Last year I made shirts. I made Friday people shirts. And keeping with that spirit, because I want you like a team jersey to be able to separate yourself from the crowd by wearing the appropriate garb that says, I'm a Friday person, you're not, so suck it. We made a shirt. We deal with the old silver.
Yes, of course.
It reads, appropriately, thanks to Dick, I got F. And then it clarifies Friday, that is.
Friday, guys.
You got Friday thanks to me, and that makes you an official Friday person. We sell these today, and then we take them off the shelf. Because not only do I not want Saturdays for people to wind them, I don't want them looking at them or touching them. So go to the merch room, get yourself one of these bad boys, if and when you feel so moved to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, let's say goodbye to Mr. Gil McKinney. Yeah, you don't have to take a microphone with you, by the way.
There's some crap over here. I don't know.
Hey man, it's the first show of the year. Yeah, take it with you. Get out of here. All right.
You can have the mic.
You get a complimentary mic. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of complimentary mic, no